Hey guys, welcome back to Call of the Wild. Today we're out here on Hirschfelden, and that's because I was inspired by somebody. I was watching their video this morning, somebody by the name of BZ Hub, where they made a goose guide 2020, and well, let's just say I want to hunt some geese. But here's the thing, I haven't been out here since I would say a year ago, and I don't have anything set up. I don't have any blinds set up. I don't have any decoys set up, and I also want to hunt them with the bow. So let's hop on our ATV, fly over there quick, get everything set up, and see if we can't call on some geese. I have the tent with us, so as soon as we get halfway there, or at least like within 150 of our setup, we'll set up our tent, and we'll be on our way. I do recognize this T, and I think we can just cut over this way. Whoa, we should be good. Now, if you don't know, if you're driving in this grass with the ATV, you lose control very easily, so don't press left or right, just go forward and just barely bump left if you need to, or right if you need to. Hey, we kicked up, oh my god! Holy crap! Holy! Did you see the size of that thing? Jeez! I think that might have been potentially a diamond. Oh my god, that was a giant. I mean, definitely a big four, but potentially that could have easily been a 5. Well, I don't really have any big true rack fallow deer. No. Alright, I'm finding tons of tracks, but I can't find any male tracks, and he was literally standing right here, so these are all female tracks. Ooh, I think that might be him. Well, we found him. He's not a 5. I mean, he's definitely a giant, but I think we're just going to take him down with a 30-06 if we can actually get a decent spot on him here. I don't have a clue where he's going. I've been tracking him for a long ways, and yeah, I really don't know what his plan is. But at this point, we're definitely going to take him down if we get a chance. Well, it appears we just located his rest zone, which is way up here on this hill from 1330 until 1730. It's 1630, so we got about an hour to get down there, get in position, and see if we can't get this huge fallow buck. What do we got right there? That, I don't know if that's the same one. I think that one's a little bit smaller. It's not a bad size one, but I don't think that's the same one. So that must mean there might be an even bigger one here. He is bedded there at about 60 out. I won't mind taking him down, and I don't think we're going to spook anything else. So first we're going to spot the area and check. But I think that's the only one that we can really see at this point. Okay, so I just checked kind of the whole area here, and I didn't see any other bucks in the area. In fact, I think this is the only one here that I can actually see. But I know there's definitely another big one somewhere nearby, so I think we're going to go for about a 61-yard shot on this nice fallow buck out here. He's got a really cool rack on him, actually. So 61, we have the 420s equipped. Okay, so we're going to go for 56. A little bit of a crosswind, but not bad. Wait till he puts his head up. And perfect shot. He's down. I don't think that would have spooked anything else. So let's wait a little bit and call and see if something else comes in. Well, there's definitely other tracks here, but nothing was coming in. So I don't know if they're just not coming into the caller or what. But I want to check this zone right here, this resting zone, to see how many red deer, or not red deer, fallow deer are potentially here. Oh, well, that could be why, because there's only one in this area. But there definitely should be another rest zone somewhere nearby where the other big 4 was. Because that's actually like a big 3 rack. I mean, still might make gold, and it is a gold, 190 score. Got a, looks like double lung at 62 yards out. I mean, that's a really cool rack on him. But how far off? It's a decent gold. But I'm going to say that the one that we saw is probably going to score like 215, 220s. Yeah, I don't think I would have seen this and been like, oh my god, that's a giant. Although I did track it for 435 yards. I think that there might have been another big fallow buck in this herd. So I've been tracking this thing for a little over 2 hours now, and I can't figure out where he went. I tracked him all the way down this way. I just had fresh tracks headed this way, right? And if you look at the map, it looks like he's actually heading towards this drinking zone here, or the lake. But there's literally no more tracks going this direction, right? And the only other track I see, I mean, there's a bunch of tracks there, but I've already checked all the way down to the lake, and there's no tracks from this same fallow buck. Except, it looks like he turns back around here and cuts right back past where we just were. Which, I don't see how there's any way this big of a fallow buck could have came right past us, and we wouldn't have known. Well, it was starting to get dark out, and I was sick of tracking that fallow buck for that long, so we decided to change the time back to the morning and see if we can't figure out where this big guy is drinking at. And I think I might have just seen him cross right through, I think that was just a road here, but I'm pretty sure I might have just seen him cross right through here. I couldn't get a spotting on him, but that is where he's probably going to end up. Right there. So we're gonna mark this location, and since we have a good wind, we're gonna try and swing over to maybe like that bush right there, and hopefully he's around there and comes in. I mean, if I saw him trotting this direction right here, I don't see why he wouldn't have kept going and somewhere ended up behind this herd. So if that's the case, we should be able to call him right back past us. Well, I think we found him, but he definitely doesn't look as big as I thought. So I'm wondering if it might be another different one. He doesn't look quite as big as I thought. But let's see if he slows down. And that'll take him down. So whether or not it was him, I don't know. 188. Now that's definitely not the one that I saw. Another good one, another gold, but not the one I saw. Well, I'm pretty sure we finally found him. That's a huge 4, and he looks a lot thicker and wider than the last couple ones that we got. So yeah, I would have to say that that's probably him right there at 140 out. We'll take the 30-6, and yeah, I think this will work nicely. Wow. He's down. I was gonna say, I would think that the 30-6 would drop him right on the spot, but got another one out here as well. I guess they have a little more toughness than I thought, but that's 2 of them, so let's go get them. Yeah, so we first tried over here, right? And the zone is over here from 9:30 till 1300, and I would have thought that that would have been possibly where he would have been, because we first spotted him right here at this zone from 13 till 1730. But then we ended up finding him over here at this zone from 9 until 1300, because these are the only 2 places he really could have been. So I figured we might as well grab him, and that was a nice little bonus. They're like vertebrae and lung. But this here should be, or maybe this one's him. I really don't know at this point, but it's a really decent one. He looks huge. I mean, it's hard to tell from the side. But I kind of, well, I've never seen a 5 medium, so I really don't know what that size is going to look like. But this is obviously a 4. Another big 4. Potentially this one might break 190s. So I think we're going to hope that it's him. And dropped. And we got another one out there as well. Let's see if we can't get bonus on him. That should take him down as well, just like that. Alright. Yeah, now that we're getting closer to him, I think that that's definitely going to be our guy. But let's grab this one first. Right lung, and that was just a 3 silver. I think that that is definitely going to be him. So we're looking at, what, 210, 199, and that is finally the Fallow that knocked us off of the ATV. That thing's a giant. Almost 200 score. I think the first one, I mean, he's not like way bigger than our first one, but the paddle wise is way wider and thicker and has a lot more points. This thing has kind of more like a moose antler, I guess. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that, and we'll get him out and double lunged him at 209 out. And with that, I think that's gonna be a good way to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.